Once upon a time, there was a king named Belshazzar. Now, Belshazzar was the son of the famous king Nebuchadnezzar, who we talked about last time. You know, the one who made the Jews into slaves and took them from their land and burned their temple and destroyed their city, Jerusalem. Yeah, that guy. Well, his son Belshazzar was a bit of a spoiled brat. One day he decided to throw a huge party, a feast for 1,000 of his nobles. And he told his servants to bring out all the gold and silver cups from God's temple in Jerusalem, the ones that his father had looted. And they did. And then Belshazzar and his nobles drank from them and praised the idols of gold and silver, bronze and stone. They sang and danced and made merry. But in the middle of the party, just as the music was at its peak and everyone was having a great time, suddenly everything froze. Just as Belshazzar was raising his cup to drink, he saw the most terrifying thing imaginable. No, not a monster or a dragon, not an earthquake or a flood, nothing like that. It was a hand. Yes, just a hand. It appeared on the plaster of the palace wall and began writing. Imagine if someone was writing on the wall of your house right now while you were watching this. That's what happened to Belshazzar. His face turned as white as a sheet, his knees knocked together like a man about to take his last breath. He screamed for his wise men, his astrologers and magicians, but they couldn't read the writing. Then he remembered his father, how he had mocked the God of Israel and rebuilt the city of Jerusalem. Perhaps God was angry about that. So he sent a prophet named Daniel to him. Daniel looked at the writing and said, "My lord, your father, King Nebuchadnezzar, in his day became great and mighty. Yet he was driven by pride. And in that very thing he was brought low. Neither he nor his offspring could find mercy. But now you, O king, have become proud, and the Most High does not dwell in places of proud." So while the king was still speaking, the hand wrote on the plaster of the wall above the doorframe, Mane, Mane, Tekel, Parsin. This is what the writing meant. God has numbered your kingdom and brought it to an end. You have been weighed on the scales and found wanting. Your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. That very night, Belshazzar was slain, and his kingdom fell. The handwriting on the wall came true. Daniel, the prophet, had spoken. Friends, this is a true story recorded in the Bible, the book of Daniel, chapter 5. The lesson, no kingdom, no power, no pride stands forever. Only God's word stands forever. He holds the destiny of nations in his hands and also the destiny of individuals. The choice is yours, my friend. Will you put your trust in God or in idols of gold and silver? Think about it.